Alright, good afternoon everyone. We're going to start up this match. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're ready now. So this is going to be the match between Chaton versus Alkazar. They will be playing two matches. If one of the players goes 2-0, they win, 1-1 is a tie, and 0-2 is a loss. So there will be two matches played out, and we have a Zerida band on both sides here. Quality is not that good, but I think that's Zerida. And here Chaton first picks Listel. I am not really a fan of first picking anything other than tank, but we'll see what happens here. So Chaton does have a Ledin as well as Landius and Juggler, so he's still fine here. He have a tank to pick up if he wants to. Alkazar's side, I see just two tanks, so he first picks Landius. There are a number of Yellis Legend units: Rachel, Shelfaniel, Claret, and Listel, so all of them are good here. Okay, Chaton runs the 3 tanks and picks up Juggler as his tank here. Chaton is not running Yulia though, which is kind of surprising, considering he's also running Ledin and Elwyn here. Alright, so Alkazar here bans Luna, which is good if you want to pick up Yulia here, but also bans Yusuke. Now Yusuke is not exactly all that effective against Landius, so I would prefer to see something like a Bozo ban instead. Bozo can definitely do a lot of nasty debuffs on Yulia. So Alkazar should be trying to pick up some sort of gospel, like a Liana or Rachel. Since there's also a Listel over this side, a finger onto Yulia can render her useless for a couple of turns. Okay, we're seeing more DPS bans here. And over here, a Elwyn pickup. Elwyn getting Sword Soul onto Yulia is also decent. But can you actually find a unguarded Yulia? Okay, instead of going for the Gospel, Alkazar picks up Shelfaniel for Princess Faction buff. I would love to see the Rachel here instead, since Rachel is also a part legend, to go with Landius. Can bring Gospel for Yulia. It's also pretty good against the likes of Juggler and Elwyn here. Shelfaniel is going to drop AoEs onto a Juggler, which is not as effective. Alright, Tiaras here can mean Attack Blessing Elwyn can one-shot Landius with Frontal Assault. Ooh, going for the juggler pick here. I would have definitely taken Liana here. Liana have gospel. You can slap it onto Yulia here. You can also slap gospels onto Landius if your opponent's Elwyn is looking to one-shot. They can go in with frontal assault, but if you're gospeled, you're not going to lose your passive, and Landius is at least going to survive one of the hits from Elwyn. Alright, the last picks are Iris for Alkazar, and Chaton picks up Weiler. Not quite sure why the Weiler pick here. We'll see what happens. So let's see what Chaton needs to do to win. He's going to look to finger Yulia. There is no gospels on Alkazar's side, so finger can actually go to Yulia or juggler, but I prefer Yulia just to make Yulia not be able to do anything for a couple of turns. And then you can use Listel, Mind Bore, Blood Dance, just to apply your reversal talent. This juggler should not be bringing faction buff here though. A Beast Rock or even Master of Ice would be more preferable. But probably Beast Rock here. And then Tiaras can even bring something like Mass Resist or Shield. Okay, so he goes for Master of Ice. It's kind of saying that he wants to finger the opponent's juggler rather than Yulia. Now this Elwyn needs to survive at all costs. If Elwyn goes down, Chaton is going to have a very difficult time busting tanks. This attack blessing will not do much for him if Elwyn goes down. So Alkazar's win condition is going to be kill Elwyn somehow. If Alkazar brought Beast Rock, he can disable Chaton Juggler's guard. Then go in with something like Yulia and attempt to one-shot the Elwyn. Alright, so turn 1, we're not going to see anything from this juggler. Yep, we see Alkazar Juggler bought Beast Rock here. Alkazar also have Iris, so what are the turn 1 Iris plays he can make here? He can definitely teleport the Yulia forward. Look to one-shot the juggler. But that doesn't seem like it's his plan here. To make that happen, Alkazar will need to push his tank very far forward, like about here with Landius, and use guard. So you can teleport this Yulia forward, somewhere around here-ish, and then you can go in with whatever attack, and most likely one-shot the juggler. So, since Chaton didn't use any skills on his juggler turn 1, Alkazar is moving forward with his team, trying to engage quickly. before Chaton's juggler gets set up with double buffs. I'm not quite sure why this Shelfanio had to run all the way down there. Yeah, that's going to be a mystery for me. Okay, so we see the Yulia teleport turn 1 anyways. That's interesting. So Yulia is going to go in here and very likely one-shot this juggler. It is not one-shot, so the miracle buff and the plus 30% magic defense buff did help. So a Holy Justice would have definitely done the work, dispelling both the magic defense buff as well as the miracle 15% damage taken buff. Now this Yulia is going to be pretty sad getting sword sold. She can't heal and is definitely dead to anything from this Listel. Like Listel can finger the juggler and Yulia's just... I think Yulia is dead from that, even though she is like heal blocked. Since the heal is instead reversed to damage. Okay, so it ends up not getting the kill on juggler again anyways. Now Alkazar, once this Yulia is dead, it's going to look pretty bad. If Alkazar uses Beast Shock to kill off Elwyn, there might be a chance that he can still come back from this. But then you're also going up against Listel without Gospel, so it's going to look iffy. I don't see Alkazar can do anything to come back from this if he's going to run away with his juggler here. This Elwyn can eventually move up and probably one-shot all of these tanks. Now Shelfanio can drop AoEs every turn, but against Juggler here, against two healers, I just don't see it happening. This mine bore, yeah, looks okay. Wow, that is a very big blood dance. So game is pretty much over here. None of these units can heal up. So if Juggler gets touched by anything, the rest of the team will get healed up and die. Alkazar still trying with more demolishes. And dies to the Iris talent. Now Landius is dead from this frontal assault. Alright, that's the end of the game 1. Alright, let me check if we can enable some of these things here. I have no idea how this works. Yeah, I don't see any of these things. Yep, I am on Discord here, so I don't see any of the chat from the stream, unfortunately, or any of the alerts that pops up. Alright, jumping into game 2. I don't think any of the either player made any of the changes here. Running out the same boxes again. We're now in the floating courtyard map, and we see a Lestel first ban onto Chaton, and again Zerida first ban. Alkazar first picking Landius. Chaton this time first picking the Zerida. On this map, might not end up too good, since there are a lot of choke points on this map. All Alkazar needs to do is put some summons here, or put your tanks here, and then you can control where the assassins go. Now Chaton is forced to pick up the Leaden, while Alkazar goes for a second pick, Claret. Claret is definitely better against Zerida. since you can cover up more of the map with your movement. So to get in, Chaton would need something like a teleport to get the Zarda in range of this Claret to attack. But again, there is a lot of sky on this map. Claret can hide behind many of these places, like staying in those tiles, away from any possible assassination attack areas. And then Claret is very safe. So, Chaton might be looking to pick up Luna here. Give Zarda +2 mobility using Wind God Realm. That can help close the gap. Alright, we have a Juggler as the last pick for Alkazar, and then we have Liana, also good, again for Chaton's player 2. Act again is really strong, but there is an act again on Alkazar's Liana, or at least he can choose to bring one. So, looking at the lineup here, Zarda can eventually kill everyone but the tanks. Luna can maybe kill the tanks with some good RNG with Curse Lance. Alkazar should be looking to walk up with all the tanks. Probably disable Ledin's guard with Beast Rock or something, or just walk in range of your tanks. Follow up with Claret, one-shot the Ledin. You still have to deal with Zarda eventually somehow. So another thing I can see Alkazar doing is Beast Rock, disable the guard for Ledin, and then use Claret to kill Zarda. This card is moving quite a bit forward here. There are 2 points where this card can get attacked, like down here, from the Zarda, or from over here. Now Zarda should not be able to reach any of those places unless she gets a plus mobility buff from either of the healers, Tengyu's hats. or Luna's Wind God Realm. Yeah, this third can actually reach this claret here. If Chaton uses Wind God Realm, turn 1, act again this Zerda. Zerda can go in here, get the kill, and move back. And that's exactly what he's going to do here. At least that's what I'm going to assume he's doing here. This Zerda might be able to reach. A gospel here. I don't know if I'll agree with that. So he still hasn't checked his Zerda's move range here. But he did use Wind God's Realm on turn 1. I'm not sure what that's going to accomplish if he's not going to use Act again on the Zerda here. Not even using Attack Blessing. Zerda should be in range. This Zerda might have Bloodthirster. So that might be why she's not using Act again and going in turn 1. But again, this claret is not guarded. So even using Killing Blow is going to be lethal. So that's one missed opportunity from Chaton here. Yeah, the Zerda definitely had the range to reach the claret turn 1. Instead, Chaton seems to be playing a more passive game. Just waiting out here. He also needs to take control of the middle here. Otherwise, he might just get pushed out by the 2 tanks here. If, say, Landius blocks this block, and Juggler blocks over here, now Zerda is not going to have any attack targets. And then if Alkazar just blocks this area, Chaton can eventually just die to the fog. Yeah, when you're using the Wind God Realm with Zerda, you should be using Sliced Ride and I guess Shadow Raid. So you can go in, get a kill, and move back 5 blocks and retreat to safety. So if this Luna had something like a King's Crown, you can use Wind God Realm first, apply King's Crown to your Zerda, move in front of the Ledin here, and then give +2 mobility to Zerda, both moving in and retreating. So if Luna had Wind God Realm active where Ledin is standing right here, and the Zerda had Sliced Ride, she can attack here, retreat back 3, and be affected by Luna's Wind God Realm aura and retreat 5 blocks back into safety. This juggler seems to be going a bit too deep here. And act again on Luna here should be able to kill off the juggler. Okay, going in with Luna first. Luna takes a ton of damage, even with Holy Pegasus. Yes, once Ledin gets healed up here, he might even use just a regular heal. Okay. Yeah, this Claret might just kill herself attacking in first. Now Chaton can use the act again on any of his units and get free kills. So act again on Luna might be able to kill off the juggler, or act again on Zarda gets free kills on, well, whatever she wants. Blood Shield, oh. Yep, this Claret is just quite screwed. Now she have to fly back. This next attack is not going to kill anything here. So she's not using Ragnarok, definitely not killing a Shrine Maiden Liana. That attack is looking pretty desperate here. Liana can act again any unit or heal herself, but she's not going to heal herself back to full. Act again on Luna here seems better. Luna can kill off Claret, definitely. No, you're fine even if Liana dies first. Ledin is very strong against physical attacks, or just really any melee attacks. To punish Ledin, you have to bring AoE effects, like Shelfaniel, or Rachel, some sort of mage. So Liana does go down at the start, but now this Luna is dead. Alright, now at this point, it's looking pretty bad for Alkazar. He can try to push the Landius forward and just block Chaton off. Okay, moving forward with Liana. Yeah, this Liana should not be able to survive Alkazar. Killing blow here. Even Ledin's doing some decent damage. Juggler gets demolished over here. He really needed both guards. I wasn't sure if both of them were up. Yep, so Chaton wins the game 2-0 against Alkazar. Good games from both opponents. Alright, so for any of the participants watching here, if you would like to see your game casted and uploaded to YouTube, just contact me. Give me like about an hour at least in advance. And if I can get to it, I can cast your game and have them uploaded to YouTube. Right, so we're going to end the stream here for now. See you guys next time.